Rhode Island fines limits practice test.
Question 1. The fine for a third refusal conviction for Rhode Island drivers who are under the age of 18 could be up to
$500, $1,000, $2,000, $250.
Answer.
$1,000.
Question 2. An underage Rhode Island driver who is found in possession of alcohol will have his or her license suspended for at least days.
60, 30, 90, 10.
Answer.
60.
Question 3. And subsequent DUI convictions are considered felonies in the state of Rhode Island.
Second, fourth, third, first.
Answer.
Third.
Question 4. For adult Rhode Island drivers, a second DUI conviction with a maximum back of 0.15% will result in a minimum of in gaol
30 days, 7 days, 3 days, 10 days.
Answer.
10 days.
Question 5. A Rhode Island driver who is under the age of 18 could be sentenced to or more hours of community service upon his or her third refusal conviction.
60, 24, 100, 72.
Answer.
100.
Question 6. Who is required to wear a safety belt in the state of Rhode Island?
All motorists. The driver only. Only the front seat passenger. Only the back seat passengers.
Answer.
All motorists.
Question 7. The sentence for a first DUI conviction that result in serious bodily injury includes
up to 2-year license revocation, up to 10 years in jail, up to a $5,000 fine. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 8. Where drivers under 18 years of age who are convicted of a refusal charge must pay for a Department of Health chemical testing program assessment.
$200, $50, $500, $100.
Answer.
$200.
Question 9. Rhode Island drivers who are under the age of 18 will have their licenses suspended until their 21st birthdays upon their conviction of driving while impaired.
Second, fourth, third, first.
Answer.
Second.
Question 10. A Rhode Island driver must be years of age to receive a limited instruction permit.
15, 16, 17, 15.5.
Answer.
16.
Question 11. If an underage Rhode Island driver is convicted of transporting open-door unopened containers of alcohol, his or her driving privileges will be suspended for up to days.
60. 90. 30. 10.
Answer.
30.
Question 12. If a Rhode Island driver is convicted of a second DUI resulting in the death of another individual, he or she will be subject to a minimum of years in gaol.
2. 10. 4. 8.
Answer.
10.
Question 13. With the back of at least a Rhode Island driver may be convicted of a DWI if there is other evidence that he or she is unable to safely operate a vehicle because of alcohol consumption.
0.01%. 0.07%. 0.05%. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
0.05%.
Question 14. While holding a limited provisional license, a Rhode Island driver is restricted to unrelated passengers for the first 12 months.
1. 3. 4. 2.
Answer.
1.
Question 15. If a Rhode Island driver or occupant is found to be in violation of the state's seatbelt mandate, he or she will be fined
$25. $50. $85. $100.
Answer.
$85.
Question 16. A second DUI conviction will result in up to a license suspension period for adult Rhode Island drivers.
1 year. 90-day. 6 month. 2 year.
Answer.
2 year.
Question 17. At what age is a Rhode Island driver eligible for a full operator's license?
17.5. 17. 16. 16.5.
Answer.
17.5.
Question 18. Like DWI convictions, refusal convictions must occur within a year period to be considered multiple offenses.
20. 3. 10. 5.
Answer.
5.
Question 19. Upon refusal to submit to a chemical test such as a breathalyzer, a Rhode Island driver's license will be suspended for at least
6 months. 30 days. 90 days. 1 year.
Answer.
6 months.
Question 20. Speeding up to miles per hour over the posted speed limit will result in a fine of $85 in the state of Rhode Island.
20, 5, 10, 15.
Answer:
10.
Question 21. If a Rhode Island driver who is under the age of 18 is convicted of using a cell phone while driving, he or she will be fined
$200, $150, $100, $50.
Answer:
$50.
Question 22. When will a Rhode Island driver's first license expire?
In 48 months. On his or her next birthday. On his or her second birthday after obtaining the license. In 12 months.
Answer:
On his or her second birthday after obtaining the license.
Question 23. Speeding 11 or more miles per hour over the posted speed limit will result in a minimum fine of plus $10 for each additional mile over 11.
$55, $95, $125, $195.
Answer:
$195.
Question 24. A third DUI conviction with a back over 0.15% will result in up to in jail for an adult Rhode Island driver.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Answer:
5.
Question 25. Which of the following terms is used by the state of Rhode Island to denote the traffic violation of operating a vehicle while under the influence of a controlled substance?
Driving under the influence, DUI. Driving while drunk, DWD. Driving while intoxicated, DWI. Driving under the influence of intoxicants, DUI.
Answer:
Driving under the influence, DUI.
Question 26. The minimum jail sentence for an adult Rhode Island driver's second DUI conviction with a back above 0.15% is
30 days. 6 months. 90 days. 1 year.
Answer:
6 months.
Question 27. Any person under the age of 21 will be charged with DUI if their back level is but less than
0.02% to 0.08%. 0.05% to 0.10%. 0.08% to 0.16%. 0.10% to 0.12%.
Answer:
0.02% to 0.08%.
Question 28. If a Rhode Island driver is convicted of a DUI that result in the death of another individual, he or she will remain in jail for at least
5 years. 6 months. 3 years. 1 year.
Answer.
5 years.
Question 29. For Rhode Island drivers who are under the age of 18, a first DWI conviction with a back of 0.02% to 0.10% could result in a license suspension period of
30 days. 10 days. 6 months. 1 year.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 30. The maximum fine for a third DUI with a back over 0.15% is
$5,000. $1,000. $2,500. $10,000.
Answer.
$5,000.
Question 31. Failing to wear a seat belt, disobeying a stop sign, and following too closely are violations that will result in a fine upon conviction.
$25. $100. $50. $75.
Answer.
$75.
Question 32. Upon an adult Rhode Island driver's first DUI conviction with a back of up to 0.10%, he or she could be sentenced to up to in prison
30 days. 6 months. 1 year. 2 years.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 33. Which of the following could impair a driver's ability to operate a vehicle and result in an impaired driving conviction?
Over-the-counter cold medication. Diet pills. Marijuana. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 34. If, upon his or her first DUI conviction, an adult Rhode Island driver is found to have had a back level between 0.10% and 0.15%, the maximum suspension period will be increased to
1 year. 5 years. 2 years. 9 months.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 35. For Rhode Island drivers who are under the age of 18, a third refusal conviction could result in up to in gaol
30 days. 10 days. 1 year. 6 months.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 36. According to the Rhode Island Driver's Manual, drunk driving is a factor in more than of all fatal auto accidents.
25%. 50%. 40%. 30%.
Answer.
50%.
Question 37. The maximum license suspension period for a first DUI conviction for an adult Rhode Island driver who is found to have a back up to 0.10% is
90 days. 30 days. 60 days. 180 days.
Answer.
180 days.
Question 38. A first DUI with a back at or above 0.15% will result in a fine for Rhode Island drivers who are over the age of 21.
$500. $1,000. $2,000. $100.
Answer.
$500.
Question 39. The maximum fine for a first refusal conviction for adult Rhode Island drivers includes up to hours of community service.
60. 10. 40. 50.
Answer.
60.
Question 40. If a driver is convicted of 2 DUIs that result in serious bodily injury within a 2-year period, he or she could face a fine of up to
$10,000. $2,000. $5,000. $7,500.
Answer.
$10,000.
Question 41. Operating a vehicle within the state of Rhode Island demonstrates a driver's implied consent to
release of his or her medical records, search of his or her home, search of his or her vehicle, chemical testing for drugs and alcohol.
Answer.
Chemical testing for drugs and alcohol.
Question 42. For drivers who are between the age of 18 and 21, a first DWI conviction could result in a fine of and hours of community service.
$100. 10. $100. 30. $250. 10. $250. 30.
Answer.
$250. 30.
Question 43. Driving with an expired license in the state of Rhode Island will result in a fine of
$100. $75. $25. $50.
Answer.
$75.
Question 44. Which of the following are requirements of a supervising passenger for learning drivers in the state of Rhode Island?
Must be at least 21 years of age. Must be seated next to the driver. Must have held a license for at least 5 years. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 45. A third DUI conviction with a back up to 0.15% will result in at least in jail for an adult Rhode Island driver.
1 year. 30 days. 2 years. 6 months.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 46. A driver with back of % or more will be charged with drunk driving.
0.10%. 0.09%, 0.05%, 0.08%.
Answer.
0.08%.
Question 47. If a Rhode Island driver is found to have a child who is over the age of 7 in his or her vehicle without a properly secured safety belt, the driver will be fined
$50, $25, $85, $100.
Answer.
$85.
Question 48. To obtain a limited provisional license, a Rhode Island driver must have held the limited instructional permit for at least
2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 90 days.
Answer.
6 months.
Question 49. Rhode Island drivers who are convicted of DWI, DUI, or refusal charges are required to pay a fee for highway safety assessment.
$500, $150, $250, $300.
Answer.
$500.
Question 50. Which of the following are components of Rhode Island's penalty for refusing to submit to a chemical test for alcohol or drugs?
Highway safety assessment. Fine. Community service. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.